Have you ever pushed yourself to face a fear and ended up feeling overwhelmed, like you made things worse instead of better? What if I told you that those moments aren't setbacks, but actually the key to breaking free from anxiety? And even better, there's a way to make those challenges and exposures easier and more effective. Let me show you how. Here's the surprising truth. Feeling flooded or overwhelmed during exposure therapy isn't a sign you've gone too far. It's proof that you've touched on the root of your fear. And here's the best part. With the right strategies, even these intense moments can accelerate your recovery. But how do you make sure you're not overdoing it while still moving forward? And how can you stack the odds in your favor before taking that risk? By the end of this video, you'll know how to handle those overwhelming moments and how to use simple techniques at home to make exposures outside your comfort zone more successful, and how to turn even the hardest experiences into steps towards freedom. So I'll also share the story of Megan, a member of my Warm Heart Hug community, who used these same tools and my agoraphobia course to overcome her fear of panic attacks and completely transform her life. Megan had severe agoraphobia and was terrified of having a panic attack in public. Now, for years, her home felt like the only safe place. She reached out to me, determined to change, and ended up enrolling in my Power Over Agoraphobia course and with the Warm Heart Hub community because she wanted that extra personal support. Now, with encouragement, Megan attempted a new exposure, walking to a nearby park. At first, it went pretty well, but halfway through, as she got further from home, the panic set in. Megan's heart started racing, her breathing felt tight, her symptoms came on strong, and she rushed back home. Now, she had convinced herself that not only did she fail, but that she irreversibly set herself back. Megan thought she had pushed herself too far. She felt the exposure had gone wrong, leaving her feeling defeated and utterly hopeless. Sound familiar? Megan's experience is what we call flooding. Now, when our fear feels overwhelming and out of control. Now, while it's uncomfortable, flooding isn't a sign of failure. It's actually a sign that you've hit a key fear area. Now, in exposure therapy, that's progress. But to keep moving forward, you need to know how to navigate these intense moments and make the process more manageable. So here's how to handle overwhelming moments during exposure therapy. Number 1, pause and reflect. If you feel overwhelmed, it's okay to take a step back. This isn't about giving up. It's about gathering yourself, letting your nervous system calm down. Now, as an anxiety specialist, I would love for you to, jump right back on the horse and repeat that exposure as soon as possible. But if you need some time to calm down, that's okay. The most important thing is that you stay committed to your recovery process. Number 2, gradual re-exposure. Don't feel like you have to conquer your fear all at once. Break it into smaller steps like Megan did. For example, instead of walking through the entire park, she started by sitting at the entrance for a few minutes. And then you could even, leave when you feel ready. Number 3, practice interoceptive exposures at home. If panic symptoms are a big concern for you, start interoceptive exposures at home first. Now, these exercises mimic the sensations of anxiety, like a racing heart or shortness of breath, but they're under your control. For example, exercises like hyperventilating into a paper bag or spinning in place, it can help you get used to the feelings of anxiety and panic sensations without fear. Now, these practices help you build up your confidence, making it so much easier to tackle, taking exposures into other environments outside of your safe places. Why are interoceptive exposures so powerful? Well, they teach your brain that these physical sensations, like a pounding heart or dizziness, aren't dangerous. Megan started practicing these at home as she learned in my course, and she found that they completely changed her relationship with her body's panic responses. So instead of avoiding those sensations, she learned to really lean into them and tolerate them. It made it so much easier for her to succeed when going outside of her safe zone. Number 4, daily stress management practices to build resilience. Now, another way to help your recovery is by practicing daily stress management routines, and that might include yoga or meditation or deep breathing. And these help you to regulate your nervous system over time. Now, here's a critical tip. Don't jump into those relaxation exercises immediately following an exposure. Let the anxiety rise and fall naturally so your brain learns it's not something to avoid. Consistent daily practice will strengthen your ability to cope with stress. Now let's revisit Megan for a moment. After that overwhelming trip to the park, she worked on interoceptive exposures at home, and she broke her next exposure attempt into smaller, more manageable steps. Now, with the tools from my Power Over Agoraphobia course and encouragement from the Warm Heart Hub, she kept practicing. Now, today, Megan can walk through the park and visits many new places outside of her neighborhood that she used to avoid. That first overwhelming panic moment, it wasn't a failure, it was a turning point. In my experience as a therapist, people recovering from agoraphobia and panic attacks make better progress when they accept that occasional panic attack and high anxiety are normal parts of the recovery process. Now, while it's uncomfortable, learning to allow and move through the experience without resistance really helps you to see that it's not harmful. The more you embrace this mindset, the stronger, the more lasting your recovery will be. Just like Megan, you can take control of your anxiety and turn those overwhelming moments into progress. Start with small, manageable steps. Practice interoceptive exposures at home and build up from there. If you're ready for more tips and tools, visit paigepradco.com and enroll in my Power Over Agoraphobia course. And don't forget to choose the option of joining the Warm Heart Hub, where you'll find a community of people recovering just like you. And I'm there too, ready to answer your questions and guide you and cheer you on every step of the way. Feeling overwhelmed during exposure therapy, it isn't a sign of failure. It's part of the process. With the right tools and mindset and support, you can face your fears and reclaim your freedom. Visit paigepradco.com and start your journey and join the Warm Heart Hub so we can do this together. Until next time, I'll see you in session. Take care. Bye-bye.